Testing, testing. Talk again, Audie?
Hey, testing.
Okay, cool. Alright, people. Okay, so hello guys. This is 2 4 commentating this match against UncleLou and NateTheDyno, and here is joined with me by Adi Subra
Yes.
and yeah, so a little. So these guys already started a little bit, but a little bit about these players is that NateTheDyno is oh yeah, you're right. NateTheDyno is a what do you do? Can you go over that?
Got top eight at Santa Clara Regionals recently, with this with a very similar version of this team. He's been using Zernal Lopani for a while. One of the best players I've seen use that archetype. On the other hand, got second place at Portland Regionals recently, in Sun Series. I'm not sure how much Ultra he's played. I haven't really seen him recently, but he's also definitely a very strong player in North America right now.
Okay, so are they good to start? Yeah, they should be. Alright, so if you want to keep talking, I'm writing some stuff down.
Yeah, so this is an interesting lead. You see that Lunala just goes for a protect here. It couldn't really go for a Moongas beam into the other Lunala like it wanted to because of the redirection threat. Nate just makes a safe switch into Lopunny. Here, Lu reveals Skydrop, which should do a chunk of damage to Lopunny, as well as getting around the follow me from Smeargle.
Yeah, it's also interesting because Velocity, I don't think a Mega this turn did it.
Not.
No, so it's actually kind of good for NateTheDyno just because like Skydrop is a flying move and freaking Lopunny before Megas is still normal, so it'll probably do not as much damage as it would if it was Mega because once it Megas it gets its fighting,
Right.
which
And on top of that, Psyshock isn't super effective right now, and Dazzling Gleam isn't super effective right now. The downside is that he cannot Mega Evolve this turn while he's in the air, Lunala with his normal or fighting type moves.
right. Also, he can't fake out this turn either, just because he's obviously in the air.
So here we see Lopunny go for an Encore, forcing Tapu Koko to continue clicking Skydrop. Lunala, of course, goes for the Protect, which, and now that Nate's revealed Encore, that Protect losing Tailwind, so actually. And now we see the Kyogre come in. Coco couldn't do much just other than clicking Skydrop there. Z move right into this Miracle, doing absolutely no damage.
Oh, and we get the speed boost from Shigro, which is actually so good for Nate right now because the speed boost it counteracts his Tailwind. So realistically, he could just outspeed his Kyogre, he could outspeed his Kyogre and try to spore it. On the other hand, he does have Coco in the back, which like it prevents sleep, which he doesn't switch out actually. He just goes straight for the sleep. Oh my!
We see a ton.
Oh my! We see a taunt from Tapu Lele and a trick room from the Lunala, which reveals that he has. It just reveals his 4 moves right now, which is
Right,
actually
and
so huge for Nate.
that Lunala does not have Psyshock, which means that it can't hit Smeargle and it can't hit Lopunny at all.
Yeah. Huh.
Now we see Tapu Koko come back in, reset the terrain. However, the Tapu Lele switches out into Lunala, which means that Nate has switch in the Lele once again, and reset the terrain and potentially get put more stuff to sleep. And Lou says, "All right, chill, fam."
It also, yeah, like you said, the switch is really good. Also, the +2 speed lets him just be faster than everything. Oh, and he gets a Scald miss. That's so unfortunate for Lou, because if he got that Scald hit, then the Smeargle would potentially be in range to get O-code, because that's the only problem for Lou's team pretty much right now, is that Smeargle. Since now he like literally has nothing to touch it.
Yeah, and so we see that Nate chose not to bring Xerneas to this matchup. We see 3 Pokemon that threatening to hit Xerneas really hard, and Lou hasn't revealed any of them yet. Neither the Nihilego, Mawile, or Bronzong. That'll be interesting to see if which one Lou has in the back, and whether it can exert enough offensive pressure with Lunala to pressure Nate's Pokemon right now.
It's kind of looking like it's not. Just because, like, Lou kind of made that play of like, my two... It looks like he had... The Pokemon that's on the field right now is the only thing that threatens the Smeargle. Is what it looks like. But I could be wrong, though. Like, yeah. It's just that the Smeargle is so threatening just because it just got a... Like, it just got an evasion boost and a speed boost earlier.
And is it at plus? No.
The Smeargle's at +2 evasion.
Okay.
And the sleep turns.
And it has it's got a defense boost. It's going to be very hard for Lou to deal with this Smeargle right now, and it's free. And now the Tapu Koko gone, it is free to continue clicking Spore. Everything to sleep.
Yeah. Also, like, Nate's been getting kind of lucky with these sleep turns. He just got a 3-turn sleep on Kyogre, and I think he also got like a max turn sleep on someone else, if I recall correctly. And he just missed another Scald. Oh, that's so sad. Now the Lunala is kind of free to just go for whatever right now, since we know that his Lunala doesn't have Psyshock. He can't, if the Smeargle goes for a Follow Me, he can't do anything to prevent that.
Right, but instead he just goes for the Protect and gets the Smeargle.
Oh, it's so unfortunate for Nate.
Accuracy drop.
It's actually so unfortunate for Nate. Well, actually Nate, because of that, Nate's actually in a pretty good position now, because Lopunny can still Mega and he can fake out Lunala. And because he protected last turn, he can't realistically go for another Protect this turn. He can, but he has to risk going for a double Protect. And the Kyogre, like, sure he can get a KO on Lopunny, but then the Tapu Lele gets in, and Lunala just threatens that Kyogre and whatever else is in the back.
Well, what I'm curious about is what is Lou's Lunala's speed? Max speed, or if it's a bulkier version. And Nate has no interest in finding out, making a very safe play and getting rid of it.
We could actually see the speed tiers right there, just because like his Lunala under TR has been slower than most of his mons, so we can. I think it's safe to assume that because he's double, we can see that he's both Tailwind and Chircrum. We can assume that he's not max speed. Which, if Nate pretty much gets a speed control off that, it can be good for him. Oh wait. Oh, we see the Shine Shot come out on Lunala, which almost KOs the Kyogre, but sadly Skull cannot pick up the KO on Lunala. And Lou actually doing a really good job of preserving information here.
Also hoping for enough Protect to stall out this Lunala.
Yeah.
He does not get the double protect, which means that Nate will take game 1 of our best of 3.
Okay.
So
It's
that was an
actually
interesting match.
you can go.
Sleep turns, and the match was impacted by Scald misses and Moody boosts and Spore misses, and so I'm very curious to see how game 2 and 3 will go, whether or not they'll have the same unpredictability.
Okay. Game 2, I feel like, I guess no commentary bias. Nate's position in this game is actually like so good, just because we know that loose Pokemon, he doesn't have Side Shock on Lunala, so that means that he can't hit Smeargle. His Lunala has both Tailwind and Trick Room, which means that if Lunala gets the upper hand on his Lunala and they set up Tailwind or prevent his Mons from getting up from other speed control, then like Trick Room.
Yeah. And we see the Lunalis go just straight up for the Z move, not worried about a follow me at all, and likely wins a speed tie. Lunala to pick up the KO right away.
That's actually, huh? I thought it'd be a slower Lunala just because they had double speed control, but actually being max speed kind of also makes sense too.
And it's also possible. It seems like they would be running a faster Lunala on this team, but with double speed control, it can still operate in Trick Room just because its general bulk with Shadow Shield has a lot of support for the Trick Room mode, even without Lunala.
Yeah, the earlier turn we saw Tapu Koko go for a wild charge, which is that was a good play by Lou because it bypassed the special defense, but now we're kind of seeing some more stuff play out, and we just kind of see Lou's Lunala just kind of set up Tailwind for Kyogre in the back, and it just kind of swept through Nate, just a little.
And once Nate loses his Lunala, he really doesn't have much bulk on his team. If
Right.
Lou can get speed control and Lunala, he's in a really good position. And so we'll see if he can do that again in game 3.
Okay. This will need a message back. Nope. Come on. I need to open up all our games. It'd be nice. Come on. There we go.
So I'm curious if the players are going to adjust or if they're going to lead the same way as they did the same thing game 1 and 2. And I believe that Nate did as well. I'm curious to see if one of the players is going to adjust and not go for the Lunala speed tie. Same thing.
I feel like.
Especially.
Sorry, you go.
And then, so Nate's also gone for fake out into Tapu Koko turn 1 and allowed the speed tie to take place. Follow me instead. But instead, he just leads Lopunny. to
Leading low pony is actually kind of good for Nate, because now he can actually fake out the Lunala and let it not get speed controlled. Because what happened last game is that Lou last game, he just kind of set up speed control and then let Kyogre sweep in the back, right? So now he want. Wait a minute. Oh, oh my! He went for a speed tie. Okay, that's actually super interesting for Nate. That's super interesting that he went for that play at least.
yes, and now he has speed control, but I don't know if that's losing his strongest offensive weapon. Aren't a ton of answers to Kartana on Lou's team, so that might be a way for him to for the loss of a Pokemon.
Right.
Though, judging from what he's saying in chat,
Is he Falco? No, he didn't. I don't know.
so Leaf Blade doesn't kill the Coco. Coco set. I think most with Electroweb and Wild Charge tend to be Assault Vest. Um, UncleLou also gets his speed control up with Tailwind and Electroweb and puts himself in a really strong position.
Because he set up Tailwind that turn, it means that once the Tailwind turns in, Lou will be at the advantage. So, like for example, Nate's Tailwind ends this turn. So if he tries to go for if he tries to go for an offensive play, he needs to make it this turn while he has the upper hand. But he actually opts for going for a Trick Room. That's actually interesting by Lou, to say the least. Because now, instead of being faster in Tailwind, he just opts to be in neutral speed in Trick Room. Since the Mawile has no way to outspeed Lopunny under Tailwind. Oh. He goes for the Iron Head. Iron Head brings it down to Sash. A Drunk Kick hits. Does a ton of damage to Mawile.
And Lou correctly brings in Kyogre, and yep.
Yes. And then he forfeits, so yeah. Good games of both Nate and Lou. They played really well, I feel.
Yeah, that's an interesting matchup just because of the two max speed Lunalas that both people want to lead. They both players rely on their Lunala for speed control, but also they both threaten each other.
Right.
A lot of mind games regarding Follow Me or Fake Out. At the end of the day, Lou just won the mind games in game 2 and 3.
Right. Yeah. Well, GG's to both of these players. We'll be back for round 2 when we get the next matches going.